As the prophet of esports, I rely on trustworthy and meaningful data every day. Data from our research partner, YouGov, offers the most complete view of esports fans and gamers in the world, providing context to who they are, what they think, the brands they buy, and things they do. YouGov's connected insights and research services inform strategy at every level. If you're a team, a brand, agency, or rights holder, you should be talking with YouGov. Their partners measure and maximize ROI and are telling compelling stories with data. Visit yougov.com/gaming-esports to learn more.
Let's go to the biggest piece of non-news maybe ever in the history of gaming, but we still have to cover it. And the headline here is Rockstar Games says GTA 6 development is well underway, and well underway in quotes. Actually, hold on. Let me just read this. Tom says, Lindsay's right, focusing on why the team members are leaving, which is brought to light by this headline. That's exactly it. So GTA 6 development well underway. It says here the popular crime adventure game is already one of the most popular entertainment products out there. GTA 6 is likely to be huge. Well, this is just such incredible insight from CNET.
Wow.
They have a shot at being successful here. I don't know.
Who did they quote?
Yeah, they quote here from Rockstar. It says, "We look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready."
Oh.
It says the company said its goal is, quote, always to significantly move beyond what we have previously delivered, end quote. Okay, here's the business and communications question for you guys. Why even say anything? Why? Like, why even bother with this? Jeff, explain this to me.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Rockstar.
I mean,
you know, everyone is
Rockstar
expecting...
is the relationship between Rockstar and Take-Two and investors is always an interesting one. Like, there's always been this. I think there was rumors back in the day that Strauss wasn't even allowed into the Rockstar headquarters. Strauss being the CEO of Take-Two, and I think one time I was actually in an investor meeting, and an investor asked Strauss that, and the look that Strauss gave to this investor when he asked that question was priceless. And the answer being,
which question?
The investor goes, "Is it true that you're not allowed to go into Rockstar's offices?" And he literally looked at the guy. I was like, "I'm the effing CEO. What do you think?" So that was entertaining. But the point being, Take-Two gives a lot of power to Rockstar, and they give a lot of freedom to the labels. So they let labels make announcements like this. Like, it's Strauss famously, anytime anyone will ask a question on an earnings call about a game release or anything really about a game, he'll say, like, we let our labels do a lot of that, the talking on that. Like, the labels make the announcements. I'm sure that's the line he gave you when you asked him about GTA 6 when he was on the Business of Esports podcast.
No, people can go back and listen to that episode. As Strauss said, and almost verbatim, I won't say verbatim, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but he said for sure they were going to announce GTA 6 on this podcast. So I'm going to take him at his word. He may have been smiling and laughing while he was saying it, but the transcript says he's going to announce it on this podcast. Just to be clear.
So all that being said, I don't know why Rockstar chose to announce this now. Maybe it's a little bit of recruiting because they're going to do a big hiring push and they want the next GTA. Maybe it's a little bit of leverage internally between them and the parent company Take-Two. Maybe they're angling for raises. I don't know, but it's odd to put this out.
It is odd to put this out. I just Take-Two and Rockstar, the only question they get at this stage is, when is GTA 6 coming, right? And all people care about is a release date, right? If they came out and said GTA 6 is dropping January 1st, 2028, it would be the biggest news in all of gaming, right? You would have 1 million articles. It's all people would be talking about. It's all analysts would be talking about. It doesn't even matter what the date is. The fact that they would have a date would be the big news. So when you know that, why come out and say nothing, not give a date, just state the absolute obvious? Lindsay or Jimmy, I don't know if you guys have different thoughts here.
My first thought was, and I'm glad that's why we went to Jeff first, is there some correlation here with something related to the market and why they needed to have some kind of positive press in the cycle. Well, actually, my first thought was, wow, this is the dumbest article I've ever read, and what are we even looking at? Like it says literally nothing that we didn't already know, and what's the point of this? The second thought was, yeah, Jeff, like, please explain this to me. Is there some reason why they need to have this out in positive?
Was this before they reported earnings?
It was before earnings, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a theory,
That's
right?
It's a good theory, because otherwise it doesn't say anything that we didn't already know. And it really doesn't say anything, period. It just, okay, GTA 6 is coming, like it's been coming. Where's the news here? It's not newsworthy.
Lindsay, I don't know if you want to have the last thought here before we move on.
Kind of a fun way to test the brand, and the fact that it's still getting coverage, even though they're saying nothing, I suppose is a exciting thing for their marketing team, that they can put out nothing and they'll still get
I'm not sure they needed that
attention for it.
validation.
Yeah.